Alright, so we just watched the first 2 episodes of Welcome to the N.H.K.
YMCA.
And I'm wondering what everyone was thinking about that.
N.H.K.
No, that's not work.
Alright, so who wants to go first?
Jeff does.
Jeff? Alright, Jeff, what did you think?
I love the fact that it just piles conspiracy theories all over the place. I love how inanimate objects talk to him. I think the ending for episode 2 was perfect because I kept predicting things over and over.
There were lots of hints all everywhere.
There were hints everywhere. Like they kept zooming in on the tissue box, and there were DVDs scattered everywhere.
Yeah, which means that he got sexually aroused and had a nosebleed, as all anime characters do.
Yeah, it's because he didn't get punched in the face repeatedly by a bunch of jocks and got the nosebleed from there.
Alright. So what'd you think, Steven?
I don't know. I liked the first episode a lot better than the second. Because, like, at the end of the first episode, I was like, oh, what's this project going to be? It was, like, suspicious and mysterious. And...
Well, now you know what the project's about.
And it's
underwhelming.
underwhelming.
The project ended up being completely underwhelming, but instead of doing that and possibly just getting a job in a store, he's decided to make an entire video game. As though that's going to be.
Well, he's only making the scenario.
Yes, he's only making the scenario.
Have you
of
ever
something
been
he
just
doesn't
like
really...
extremely bored and played Katamari with an idea in your mind and just build it up to some massive thing? You're like, massive thing, that's funny, and then forget about it.
I have 50 of those, but I don't forget about it. Really?
That's why you only have 50.
Alright, so Rufus, what was your first impression?
I freaking loved it. This is the best thing I've seen since Bakuna, which was last week.
Yep.
I think Miss Register would really like this too.
It's just so socially awkward, and for some reason that just like it's like, hey, look, socially awkward.
And unlike most other anime, it doesn't resort to using chibi or other sort of animation stereotypes.
No, it uses fan
There's
service.
nothing wrong with chibi.
Not in the right scenarios.
Fan service. It finds a way to incorporate it without overdoing it.
But the fan service, which I like, isn't. It's all in his head, right? It's what he's thinking about.
In his head.
Yeah. Which is.
But here's the thing, this is very realistic though. I mean,
yeah, it is.
There's no friggin' fan service just out of
There's always that one jerk
streets.
looping an annoying pop song. Always.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
I really thought there wasn't anyone in there, and it was just like on repeat for the past 3 years or something.
Well, he didn't think his neighbor was gonna have any trouble.
Well, to be fair, who listens to the same song 24/7 for
4 years?
Dude,
for 4 years.
You don't have
obviously.
teenage sisters, obviously.
Yeah.
24/7.
No,
even when they're not in.
No,
they will leave the radio on and loud.
Yeah.
He has 2. I feel bad for him.
Poodoo, poodoo, poodoo.
Yeah, and that one scene before the flying pudding was hilarious.
He started singing it.
Oh, the child molester sign.
No. And then here's another thing. The child molester, I thought Char because of the mask.
I still kind of wish she had been an umbrella monster.
I expected her to grow like bat wings or something, like wings.
Wings made of umbrellas.
And then
it becomes unnormal.
Was it Mary Poppins? She just Mary Poppins her way everywhere. At twice the speed.
Yeah, but it's pretty interesting
how the show has potential.
How impressionable the main character is. In later episodes, you'll see how he's sort of like the otaku will introduce otaku type things to him.
Oh god.
And he'll like get absorbed for an entire episode or 2. Oh, and it gets worse. It's funny.
Now this is a visual novel.
Oh man. But
just think visual novel plus porn, and that's what we're making.
Yeah, so I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. It's in my top 10.
How many episodes?
24, something like that. Maybe 26. It's in there.
It's very interesting, and I'm gonna probably watch more tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Unless I'm editing this.
I have work tomorrow.
That doesn't mean you're not watching anime tomorrow. You know you're watching anime tomorrow.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, just because, like...
I would give it a try, at least.
Yeah, but, like, I really liked the first episode, and the second episode was kind of...
You should just loop the first episode in a room and not even be in the room for 4 years.
You could loop the theme song.
I like the second episode, but I see you're going because it's a long
Loop the ending. The ending. The ending was very...
The ending was amazing.
Those little alien purple monkey things, that's what got me.
I don't know. The setup on the first episode was like way better. Like the build up of it was better than any of the payoff in episode 2, basically.
Yeah, well, because I see what you're saying. Now, she is very important to the story, and the project does
Well, of
evolve.
course.
So, I mean, I really like where the show goes rather than where it could have gone with the relationship at the beginning.
What's wrong?
Every time Josh says, I'm just like, oh, baby. Come on, that's the Obama stuff. Score 10.
8 if only the first episode, and then the second actually drops it to a 7, oddly enough.
Ooh, 7.5.
What would you give it, Jeff?
I give it another 9.
I'd give it a 9 out of 10, actually. Because I think the introduction is a very good one. I think it really...
If it wasn't for those purple monkeys.
Dude,
I like how they really get inside the mind of Hikikomori. I really like that. It's very different from any other anime I've ever seen.
Well, maybe it was made by Hikikomori. He had nothing else to do.
He's like, I need to
I need
impress
something
this
to do.
girl.
I need
I'd
to...
also
Better
give-
write a book.
I also think
No,
the
that's
quality...
what they did. They wrote a light novel, and
the
then
quality
they made a
is
manga,
pretty...
and now this.
Yeah, I'd say the quality is pretty consistent.
Mhm.
So I'd also give the whole show a 9 out of 10.
Unlike some shows where the quality is it's different. You can rush it.
What are we watching next time on
Animoo.
Animoo Z?
No, I've got some ideas.
There we go. We got a sequel lined
We
up,
have
folks.
an outro ready to be made.
Yeah.